Finally, we will review how to use complementary and supplementary angles in proofs. Complementary angles, as you know, are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. If you have two angles that are congruent, their complements will be congruent. For example, if you have two angles that are 30 degrees, their complements will both be 60 degrees. Since you know that angle 1 and 2 add up to 90 degrees and angle 3 and 4 add up to 90 degrees, and you know that angle 1 and 4 are congruent, you can conclude that 2 and 3 are also congruent because they are the supplements of two congruent angles. A common mistake would be skipping the necessary step where you state that angles 1 and 2 are complementary and angles 3 and 4 are complementary. Your reason would be that complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. After, you can go on to say that angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. Similarly, supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees, and if you have two angles that are congruent, their supplements will be congruent as well. In this example, it is clear that angle JFO and angle LGM are congruent because they are both labeled 124 degrees. Therefore, their supplements, angle KFJ and angle MGN, are congruent because supplements of congruent angles are congruent. In proofs, you won't be given an exact degree, but as long as you know that two angles are congruent, it will work. For example, if you were given that angle A is congruent to angle B, you could prove that angle Y is congruent to angle 1 by saying that they are the supplements of A and B, and supplements of congruent angles are always congruent. Again, do not forget to state that angle 1 and angle A are supplementary, and angle B and angle Y are supplementary because they add up to 180 degrees.